Hello and welcome to today's session on buy process strategy for indirect spend. The insight from today's session will help you maximize value realization from your buying and invoicing program investment. Today, many organizations are struggling to realize full value of their buying and invoicing system investment. These firms are facing many challenges. In their own words, we are unable to drive adoption of buying and invoicing system across a large number of indirect spend categories. Or they say, how do we ensure efficiency and compliance in managing different type of services? Services has been a key area of interest for these firms. Our processes are complex and take a lot of effort to execute. What are the best practices in processes and policies to address this issue? Even though we have driven significant spend through the platform, we are still unable to realize significant benefit like improved user experience, improved productivity, improved compliance, reduced risk, etc. So what's coming in the way of realizing value? One of the key barriers to value realization is the absence of a well-crafted buy process strategy. The firms lack the understanding of complete range of buy process options available in SAP Ariba buying and invoicing solution. How to identify best suited buy process based on the unique characteristic of a category. Unique advantages offered by different buy processes. Business value leakage resulting from managing the categories with less suited buy process. Let's look at typical buy process profile of these firms. This is how it looks like. It consists of buyer managed catalogs, non-PO invoices, and a large chunk of non-catalog requisitions POs. There are very few buy processes implemented. There's no comprehensive category analysis done to identify best suited buy process for the categories. There's no digital supplier collaboration while executing the buy processes. For example, the catalogs are buyer managed catalogs. Now, let's analyze spend categories, identify better suited buy process, and benefit of moving to the recommended buy process. First, identify categories which could move from non-catalog to catalog-based procurement. For example, office supplies or basic services like waste removal, etc. Wherever contract is in place with contract terms like volume discount, tier discount, link these catalogs to contract and follow the release contract process. Once you do that, your buy process profile will start looking like this with a higher share of catalogs. The benefit of driving this change is improved compliance to preferred supplier and pre-negotiated prices. It ensures proactive compliance to contract terms. It reduces maverick buying. The cycle time, which is PR to PO, gets reduced. User experience improves, and it helps you consolidate supplier base. Identify category of suppliers where you can move from buyer managed catalogs to supplier managed catalogs or punch out catalogs. There are many companies today which have hosted the catalog on Ariba network or which have provided punch out catalogs. Once you do that, you will start seeing a higher share of supplier managed catalogs and punch out catalogs in your spend profile. This will help you improve efficiency and improve quality and content accuracy. This is because catalogs are dynamic, and today buyers are putting a lot of time and effort to manage those catalogs, and at a later date you are shifting that accountability to suppliers. Identify services categories where full details of the projects are not known upfront. Only cost estimates are known. For example, emergency maintenance, landscaping, etc. Emergency maintenance, for example, when you start the work on a particular machine under breakdown, As you open up the machine, you start finding more and more problems and more parts to be replaced or more work to be done. So the scope gets discovered as you work. Move these categories to service PO or service entry sheet by process. Once you carve out these categories, your by process profile will start looking like this, with a particular slice coming from services PO. So what's the benefit? It allows the resources in the field who know the full details to make adjustment during the entry of service entry sheet. It improves compliance and tracking of work, which historically has been very difficult to track electronically. Also, it improves process efficiency by moving ownership of creating service entry sheet from users to suppliers. Now let's identify categories where repeat POs is not required. For example, recurring services, milestone-based fee, services like software subscription, janitorial services, leases. Move these to invoice against contract by process. This is how your by process profile will change. The benefit of doing this is it improves process efficiency for long-term service engagement by eliminating the need for a PO and allowing payment against pre-negotiated contract. It also improves compliance, which is done automatically. Now identify low spend, low risk categories where collaboration with suppliers on finalizing specification and pricing is required. However, investing effort in conducting complex sourcing projects is not prudent, like marketing services. Move these to collaborative requisitioning by process. This is how the by process profile would look like. The benefit of doing this is it frees up sourcing professionals from spending too much time on non-strategic sourcing. It provides flexibility and variation based on the type of category for purchase, and it provides for competitive bidding with multiple suppliers. Next, you identify services categories where active management of resources is required. Active management means requiring onboarding, offboarding, identifying specific individual who is accessing what facilities data. Individual performance management is critical. These categories are best managed through SAP Field Glass. This is how the by process profile would change once you carve out these categories. The benefit of doing this is it ensures compliance to corporate co-employment and government standards. It reduces risk due to effective onboarding and offboarding. Approved timesheets are automatically converted to invoices, thereby eliminating need for reconciliation, just to state a few. Now, in our example, we have included all buy processes in the buy process profile with the objective of highlighting benefit of each buy process. However, in practice, if you look at your firm spend profile, it may not include all buy processes. It may call for only few buy processes that are relevant and important. You need to analyze your spend categories and identify the buy processes which have been significant spend and impact. These should be the priority for implementation. In summary, execution of a well-crafted buy process strategy will help firms achieve significant improvement in value realized from buying and invoicing solution. You start with a very simplistic buy process profile and you move to a well-crafted buy process profile. This will help you improve user experience, improve efficiency, and improve compliance. Thank you.